Okay, hi everybody. We're doing the, actually this is the fifth video, which will be the basic side pass and variations. So the basic side pass from the first video, that's the third basic and the third of the three most important basic steps. After I do a basic, I step through towards right field, as I call it. The lady runs by me and I catch up to her on the other side. That's the basic side pass. So we can give the lady turns, inside turns, or left turns at the end of the side pass on 5-6. The first variation is I step through 1 and 2. She runs by 3 and 4. I just make sure I have my hands on her shoulders. Left hand is slightly in front, right hand slightly behind. And then when she starts to transfer her weight to that left foot, I start to lead her to turn, and then I pick her up. So she pivots counterclockwise turns on 5-6. So it looks like this again. I go 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. The next side pass move is as I step across 1 and 2. Of course, a regular side pass, I would release both hands, but in this one, I'm going to keep my left hand connected. As she runs by me, 3 and 4, and I go march, march, go. So she gets past me. She literally runs into the check position, which means she is checked or prepped to turn inside or counterclockwise turns. And we're going to turn her 5, 6, and pick her up 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. If I don't stop, that looks like this. I step across 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6 in the basic. Looking at it lengthwise, I'll do this basic first. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. I do a side pass. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6 basic step. So next we have a lot of variations that involve both hands, and literally I can come into a crossed hand position, I can come into a sweetheart position, I can come into a waist wrap position, or I can come into a hammerlock position that we call skaters. And I showed you all that from the back side. I guess maybe I should show you from the front. That's the two hands crossed position. That's the sweetheart position. This is the wrap position. That's the skater position. All right, and so we have possible promenade turns and exits from those positions. So first of all, let's kind of start from the top down. So we'll do the two hands crossed position first. So if I step through 1 and 2, and my right hand drapes her face on the 3 and 4, and then I bring my left hand, and then my right hand comes over on 5, 6, we come into a crossed hand position by means of a side pass. So the exit is a right turn, so we would go 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, a right turn with an outside turn, and then a side pass from there so that I have room. We would then go 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. So that's kind of the most complicated one, I think, because there's really 3 moves to get in and out of it. That's the side pass, right turn with an outside turn, and then a side pass exit. So let's do this going crossways. So I would go 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. And if you'll notice, once I get into this position, sorry, I just want to make sure I get the hand right. Okay, so I get into this position. When I do this right turn, 1 and 2, I'm in an open dance position because we're only connected with the hands. As she runs by 3 and 4, I want to turn her. Right hand goes over her head, left hand stays at her neck, and then the side pass happens from there, and we just unwind into our basic position. All right, So next, kind of moving down her body, we're going to go to the skater position, and that is I will step into a side pass. I'm not going to pick up this hand, but as she runs by me, I'm going to put the hand that's in my left hand in my right hand, so that when I step into my basic position, I'm in the sweetheart position. We can then do a promenade release, called a pre-release, and pick her up. And so looking at it from this way, it would go 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, and pick her up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, so then the only other thing is we have promenade turns that are also possible. So when I get her into a sweetheart position, we can go 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, and we can turn the lady, and we could do a couple of those, and then eventually we can exit. And so just keep in mind that when we're turning her, it's the right hand that goes over. When we release her, it's the left hand low with a J hook lead on the release. So if I do this with the turn, it's 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. Now I could do another one if I wanted, but I don't have really room here. So we'll do the exit now. We'll go 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, and I pick her up in a basic from there. Next, the waist wrap. So when I do my side pass, 1 and 2, I come into an open position. As she runs by me, 3 and 4, I drape my left hand over and keep my right hand connected, so when I step 5, 6, I'm in the wrap position. I do a promenade exit again. It's the same exit I did last time. It's just I don't release her. It's not a free release. I keep connected with my left hand. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, and pick her up in a basic step. So demonstrating that, we have 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2 into the basic. We also can do promenade turns with that one. So from the wrap position, I can go 1 and 2, 3 and 4, leave my right hand at her waist, and pick up her hand back into that position. So I can add the promenade turn into the pattern, and it looks like this. So I start with a side pass, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, and pick her up in a basic. That would be the pattern. And finally, the last position, the skater position. So when I do my side pass, 1 and 2, I start to lower this hand, my left hand. As she runs by, 3 and 4, I put the hand that's in my left hand in my right, so it's a hand change. On 5, 6, I step into the skater position. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, same release with my left hand into a basic step. So it looks like this. We go 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, so 1 and 2, 3 and 4, release the lady, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6. If I add a promenade turn, which I can here as well, this goes 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, right back into that same position. And I can do that a couple times if I want. So the pattern looks like this. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5, 6, release and pick her up. All right. Lastly, we can do all of these moves as promenade basics or as what I call true basics, meaning that if I have her here, I can bring her all the way across, make her dance backward, and give her a turn into like this, which would be a lariat position, which we'll get to on a later video. So in any of these positions, sweetheart, wrap, skaters, if I bring her forward and forward, she's just gonna do